Good morning, hope you're well. So in this video, I'm going to talk around the benefits of splitting your time between reflecting and doing when you're starting up a small business. I've recently been working sort of like a lot on output, and I've seen some benefit of taking a step back and working on other things. So I'm going to talk through what I've benefited from and some of the principles I want to try and achieve at this time of talking at this time in the morning in my kitchen, slightly different from this from usual. So the first one being that it just gives you time to think of new ideas. In that, it's just a classic thing of having a shower or going for a walk, new ideas sort of like pop up. And even though there is great benefit, and I've been seeing it whilst you're doing lots of tasks of just doing, and you're learning as you're doing, and new ideas come from that. Every now and again, there's benefit of just sort of like taking a step back, reading and researching, and then with that, getting new sort of ideas. And that's something which I dismissed because I was almost feeling guilty or feel like I'm not being productive if I'm not reflecting, but probably goes into my nature of not being patient and wanting to do. So that's the first thing. I think the second thing is just clarifying a lot of your thoughts in that. What I'm doing with Shakeworks and the bass loop sample packs in that, I'm really excited about it, and I get deeper into the idea and I just believe a lot more in it the more I do. But I know I haven't quite clarified how to communicate that in a clear and compelling way, and I'm chipping away at that. And through reflecting, it's helped me to think of how I communicate what my business is doing and what value it can bring to people, and why it's going to be important to music in general, which is what I'm going for. And time out just helps me to reflect on that, to have hypothetical role play conversations with people in my head around talking through that, just so I can order my own thoughts. And then thirdly, it's just around structuring my workload in a particular way. I've started to experiment with, say, over the course of a month, weeks 1 and 3, I'm working on the next sample pack, actively playing and doing the audio music stuff, documenting my process and sharing that as it happens, and tracking it, which I'll share in another vlog. And weeks 2 and 4, I'm doing my long form content and then chop into like short form content, and which I've started to get into writing, which I'll talk about next time round. And with that, it's just giving me a bit of sort of like balance, and I'm always working on my business, but in different ways. So that's been pretty interesting for me. So essentially, it's what I'm taking from reflecting through a startup business, of carving out that time, is new ideas, clarifying your thinking, and as well as it enables you to kind of round out sort of like your work, so you're always chipping at it in different ways. And that's essentially what I feel the benefits are of carving out that reflection time when you're doing a startup business. So that's me, not well lit this time around, just in my kitchen, because when I've got to do calls or doing videos at particular times which are unsociable, whilst my girlfriend and daughter are sleeping, it's the quietest part of the house. They don't wake up and go, "What on earth are you doing?" So that's the reason for that. Hope you found that useful, and then shout out to you if you made it to the end of this entry, and I'll be back again soon with more of these. All right, take care.